Blaised. What is up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. It's time to get blazed, and we're getting right into it. We are going to go right to the roster and get the ball running. We got a lot to cover. As always, we have a lot to cover here tonight. We will get to the finals of the tournament. Those who try to get themselves back in the tournament will have an opportunity to speak up. Plus, face-to-face here tonight, your boy Blaise and the Maestro. That's right. I'm on the fiddle shit here today. Monstar's here dancing to the theme song. He's getting blazed. We got Jamar here. We got Prime Time. Iffy Zig is here. Temple plays. We got Daisy Spider. Said Jamar. I said Temple. And there's Joker. There's Matt Storm. Marley Good, Logan, Daniel Barry. We got JW, Patty. The links have been sent out more so for those who have a second opportunity to get back into the promo boost tournament. That Mitch guy's here too. Well, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, share it out. We're going to get right into it. We do have a lot to cover. As always, we're going to review and preview everything going down in Leaning Towards Death Wrestling. Then I will personally put it into this madness here today. All right. So you see the brackets, how it's broken down. Lethal, Empire, Battle Queen. And then you have the upper management, or those that help run the show, the referees, the security, the interviewers, and myself, the owner. More ladies than we've ever had in a division. But there has been some shakeups in this roster. We saw the attack of Aiden Nightwalker earlier in the week. Mordrin was there just to watch, but it ends up he got to watch his son get one hell of a beat down. Aiden on the shelf, should be okay, but it's going to take a few months. We have let Great Hall member Mordrin back on the active roster to seek revenge against the Maestro and the madness that did that to his son. Austin Bagwell, also the son of Jake Bagwell, as you see in the Lethal division, had the choice to join the Maestro and the madness or help Mordrin fight against them. He has chosen to not join the Maestro, and we'll see how that pans out, as now we have 7 men and 5 women who have joined the Maestro. We'll go over all that here shortly. And we do have a match card to cover today as well. The champions currently right now, and you see the big L down the side. That's right. It's in the shape of an L. The damn Maestro's Madness won not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 freaking championships. The Madness Rebellion are your tag champs. Mike Wasson, your world champ. Crazy 8 champ. Clinton and the G6 champs. Storm, Wasson, and Caliber. And it all went down on Red October. We'll talk about that here shortly. But first, we are going to summarize what has gone down leading up to this moment, into the Red October Supercard, preview what's to come here today on the Gift of Gab semifinals, I should say, and the upcoming 3-ring Circus event. And we do have the Masquerade Ball. We'll be revealing some of the costumes you guys can pick from today as well. Also, we will be revealing the G6 Battle Queen title belts here today as well. So we're going to get Blaised. We're going to have fun tonight. We're going to Wang Chung tonight, all that good stuff. And what are the odds of that? Oh, the odds are pretty good. There's all. Let's get right into the information. No time to piss around. The Maestro, the man who, the thing who had, I don't know, infected, overtaken, infiltrated the body, the mind, the soul of Lord Amadeus. And years even before we were here on YouTube, this entity, if you will, poisoned the mind of Lord Amadeus and made him do ungodly things. It haunts us for the past few years here, and I've tried everything in my power to get rid of the Maestro, keep him away, stop him from infecting. We don't know if it's possession or it's mind control, or people are just making up their own minds, and we'll find out. I vowed to stop this man. I vowed to stop him back in 2020 when he did this. Stemming all the way back into RAWF and bleeding into both companies for a time, I was the one challenged to get rid of the Maestro. Took him back to the sewers of Atlanta where that demon, evil spirit, whatever you want to call it, infested the body of Lord Amadeus, the mind, the soul, etc., etc. I vanquished him. I defeated him. I brought us Lord Amadeus back. But what happened? I don't know how he got out. Hopefully we'll get the answers tonight. Why is he here? What does he want with LTD this time? I plan on getting answers face to face. The Maestro and Blaise here tonight. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll come to a resolution once and for all. 4 years ago, I got rid of this entity, and it keeps coming back like hemorrhoids or damn herpes or something. Can't deal with it anymore. The Maestro returned this year, and as I tried to stop him, I couldn't. He attacked Miles Stanley Ward after winning a title shot, but Miles got the best of the Maestro. We were ready for him this time. We were prepared for October, but were we? Maestro attacks Jester after winning a title shot. But Jester did the same damn thing, fought off the Maestro. It wasn't enough to get rid of him, obviously. He just kept coming back, and then soon it was the Red October Supercard where a lot went down and a lot changed. The Supercard was dubbed a mega card with 25 9 I saw 25 up in the corner. Good to see everybody here. With all 9 matches as title fights. Kelly's in the house. Good to see you. Monstar, better put that ointment if you got troubles like that too, my friend. We saw several people step up to try to be saviors. What happened in the tournament? We'll talk about that shortly. But first, how did this unfold? 9 matches, 9 championships. Not in a favorable way for LTD United. First, Andy Price comes out dressed in the cloak, the glowing eyes, the mask, poisoned by the madness. Tortured in his mind, as you can tell, he finally succumbed to the dark side. And then this happened. One of the strangest occurrences in the middle of a match that I've ever seen in digital wrestling. The world tag titles were on the line, hanging above the ring. The Maestro entered the match with Clinton and Count, showing 2 more followers in the rebellion, going for those tag titles again. What you're seeing on the right is JW Caliber trying to murder his tag partner, Austin Bagwell. He took the steel steps and slammed him right on Austin's head. Luckily, Austin was okay, but what happened after was even eerier. A stare down between JW and the Maestro. JW didn't back down. Was he drawn by the Maestro? Was he going after him? What he didn't understand at the time, or did he, was that high above the ring, he was losing his World Tag Team title as Count Zraithnok unhooked the belts. JW, entranced by the Maestro at ringside, while the madness took another step in the right direction for them, the wrong direction for us. Count Zraithnok pulled down the belts, and they took the championships off of Austin and JW. An ultimatum for Austin, even after being attacked, to join them, and he decided not to after what happened with Mordrin and Aiden, as I said earlier. It just got worse. Mike Wasson, Matt Storm, and JW now joining the Maestro and the Madness defeated TJ Toad, who was the final one left, and they took the G6 titles as well. Matt Storm, Mike Wasson, and JW. Then it kept happening. Clinton McCleary, out of 8 wrestlers, claims the Crazy 8 title for the Maestro and the Madness. And then the end-all be-all, the World Championship in the hands of the dark side, the Madness. Hotfire Rose is here. Rick Logan in the building. Good to see you. Now they held 4 championships in one night. This chaos went down as the Maestro started recruiting men, and I tried to stop it. I tried to get the one-on-one with the Maestro before he's tried to convince, persuade, poison, possess the active roster. But it was too late. I tried to get my face-to-face, and he pulled a fast one fighting my son, Blaise McCoy Jr., Jinx, Jokes the Clown McCoy. Real funny. Way to go. All that happened in one show and changed everything. The madness started to multiply. The poison was spreading throughout the entire company. We saw the transformation of Lord Amadeus, the man with the golden hair, now the man all in black, the maestro himself. We saw Andy Price, even sicker as a member of MAD, joining the madness as he was been tormented recently and easily dipped into his dark side. As we stated earlier, Clinton McCleary transformed and joined the madness. Count Zraithnok as well, donning the shroud, the cloak of the madness. Following the maestro, Mike Wasson, now our world champ with all the power. The big man regained the title and stands on top of the LTD world with the madness. Matt Storm, easily infected last year, seemed like he was beckoning the maestro to return this year and quickly grabbed himself a spot alongside the madness. JW, as we stated also, the glowing eyes and following. This is really disappointing as Cougar Knight seemed entranced from the start when the maestro arrived. She was acting very different. AJ Cool Kid in the house. Tiffany's here. So to see Cougar follow the maestro was super disappointing, but it got even worse as the goddess of pain, another Madness Asylum disciple, following the maestro. Gregory Blakely is here. Grinder Gang in the building. Yes. Chance Harper's client joining the dark side. I don't like it. Patty's here. Jake as well. We talked about Jake's son deciding not to join the madness, but to stand beside Mordrin as the enforcers will now be in the tag tournament. Mordrin having multiple shots now. Unfortunately, because of his son's injury, he's back on the roster in an emergency role, not only to get revenge, but he could end up with gold. Then soon after Goddess, there was a third, Devin Wolf. Not much of a surprise that Devin Wolf joined them. Charles Adderley's here. Good to see you. Ebola's in the house. Cougs alongside the Maestro side by side more than any of them from what I have seen. And Devin Wolf joining, like I said, not much of a surprise, but pitiful as well that another one. And now Goddess, Cougar, and Devin will try to be the first ever Battle Queen G6 champions. That tournament starts this week. You guys asked for it. 6-person titles now enter the Battle Queen division. Then Cold Fusion. Jessica and Selena were gone, never to come back, but then they returned. Jade and Carrie Barrett, Cold Fusion. What a pop. The fans loved it, but they turned their backs on the fans and on LTD United as they also followed in the footsteps of the Maestro and succumbed to the madness. Jade Barrett and also, yes, Carrie Kamikaze Barrett quickly switching sides back to the madness. And now a dozen individuals breaking the stable rule number 1. There are no stables in between stable wars. It's only the Battle Squad, but the Battle Squad have their own issues with Kelly Mavericks, TJ Toad, and Danny Wells. We'll get to that soon as well. Count Z is here. Never embrace the madness. Never. Stay away from it. It is an infection. It's a disease. No good will come from this. Nothing. Wait a minute. That's Rick Logan Parfit. Don't tell me another one. Rick Logan Parfit in the chat. Answer for yourself. You too? Making it a baker's dozen? Now there's 13 of them. It has to stop. I'm telling you, I got my one-on-one. I am in a undisclosed location, folks. That's why there's no camera. I chose to meet the maestro in a fitting place here in Chicago. I'll get to that and the maestro, but we have other business to take care of. Rick, are you kidding me? Why is the question? And I will answer. I will get the answers to that question. You can wait all you want. I'm waiting for you, maestro, down here, and we'll talk about it. We will get a resolution. The madness continues to grow, and it must be stopped. It must stop today. Well, you see the carnage. Well, you might as well fix that, Jimmy in the truck. Thank you. Rick Logan joins the group now at 13 with 4 of our, well, now 11 championships. Cannot let them get more than half the titles. We cannot let them have the king and the queen at the same time. Misha Ramji, our queen, must be protected. And we must get that championship off of Mike Wasson, even if it's the number 1 contender, Bill Haight Jr., who's next up to take it. Ain't controlling Kelly. Kelly ain't buying it. She's not falling for it. There will be no leaning towards madness. That's ridiculous, and it ain't happening. We have other business to take care of here, and that goes to the Gift of Gab Promo Boost Tournament. Leading up to this tournament, we had our Battle Queen special where we had qualifiers, and we saw Tiffany Sky win the Battle Queen title off of Firestar. We had our first internet title shot tournament in the Gold Pyramid where we basically had content creators fight for internet title shot. It was down to Miles Stanley Ward and Corey Quinn. Shout out to MSW for getting that shot. The Battle Squad continued to fall apart at their special. And that's where Maestro said he would meet me one-on-one only to fight my son, Blaise McCoy Jr. And it wasn't a lucky day for the Battle Squad. Everyone they challenged beat them. The Bounty Hunters were the only ones to lose to a Battle Squad team, the House of X, and the Bounty Hunters were the ones that made the challenge. We also saw debuts of Shifty, Cassie, and Riley Wolf, the mystery special guest. They are now on staff as referees. The Red October Supercard we talked about, the Crazy 8 special. We saw the Maestro fight Shmoo. We saw Devin Wolf turn, and we saw Cody Hagan defeat Miles Stanley Ward, but Cody Hagan was attacked. They're attacking people getting title shots and winning championships. They won all the gold. They won all the control. It's obvious. The Gift of Gab started out in the first round where people could enter the tournament by submitting a promo, a specific type of promo. A shortened TV style promo is what we asked for. You could choose an interviewer. You could choose a setting for these promos. And we got over 20. Only 21 we put in. 6 women, 15 men. We had a tiebreaker between Jamar, Primetime, Breakdown, and Jackhammer to get in to the final 10, 12, I should say, with 4 getting a bye. We will play all 4 of those first round bye promos here today. I will read them or I will show you the videos. In the opening match, Primetime won. Digital Dog defeated Andrew Dubs. Sawyer with the win over Austin Bagwell. Kasumi defeated Angelita Matthews. Matt Storm with the win over Morgan Nightwalker. Corey Quinn defeated Primetime. Melinda over Bell. And then the same night, we had Vipero in a lethal match defeat Ripper. The times are changing. These new roster members starting to really show their worth. Benita is here as well. Good to see you. Referee, digital referee as well. Riley Wolf in the building. We saw the ladies come together to try to punish Devin Wolf. Diamond Sky eliminated her, earning Diamond Sky a little bonus. and Lady Devil won the match. We continued as we rewarded those who got buys into the second round with their promos. Goddess and Cougar, Maestro, Andy, Count Z, and JW. How is it that all the Madness members got the buys? Well, as you'll see, these promos were no joke. And I want to thank everybody who entered a promo. If you didn't make it and entered a promo, try again. Get some help if you need some. We got tons of people willing to help. I will say Odds Cornett, he has put his foot forward to offer his assistance if anyone needs help. But I know a lot of you don't need help. We have a lot of really good writers out there and those that had something to say. In the second night of these semifinals, we saw Matt Storm defeat JW Caliber, ensuring either way that a Madness member would be in the semifinals. Count Z winning, assured there would be. Andy Price winning, and the Maestro winning. Are you kidding me? Not only on paper, but in the ring, we're failing. Goddess of Pain defeated Melinda, and Kasumi, the only hope right now until these promos are voted for. We will bring one of the people who lost back into the tournament. So a second chance promos are coming right here in just a few minutes. We have two in the back that are going to spit their promos live here on the show, so stay tuned. We saw J-Dog win that big rumble for a Blitzkrieg title shot. We saw it come down to Andy and Count in the men's finals. And the women, we now know will be Goddess and Kasumi. But the other ladies had an opportunity, and we got responses from them. And the men had responses too. First, we're going to go over the match card. TJ Toad and Danny Wells will kick us off. Their feud continues. Eliminator beer. Have an eliminator beer. They're friggin' delicious. Oh. And I'm still recovering from that Midnight Hobo I was drinking the other night. That special quality Midnight Hobo. The anti-madness hobo that Shifty gave me to help me thwart off any demons or whatever the Maestro, the Madness, can throw at me. So I'm prepared for anything. Shifty will be the special guest ref for that first matchup. The winner between Danny and TJ. Danny representing Second City Dojo Wrestling here on YouTube. TJ representing Blue Toad Wrestling here on YouTube. They will enter the second internet content creator tournament. We'll talk more about that here momentarily as well. A chamber match between Redneck Avenger Mark Caliber, Jester, Wally, Charles Roberts, and Jay Vulture. Title shot on the line? Possibly. Man of 1,000 faces, keep him away from me. No Snickles. Oh, gross. Oh. No, don't clap for that. It's a Snickers inside of a pickle, for fuck's sake. It's gross. Today's match card, that's what we're going over before we get to the second chance promos and then face-to-face Maestro and Blaise to settle this once and for all. A rematch, and it will be inside of a cage. First team to escape with Jade and Carrie now following the madness against Patty and Whisper, who were attacked by Cold Fusion when they first arrived. 10 men will get into the ring. MSW, Leo, Brian, Sly, Cooper, Cody, Hagen, Gav, Cowboy John, Leo Angel, Bone Dog, Shadow Press, all qualifying for a Blitzkrieg title shot. Now up for grabs, the assless chaps. I know. And the dick nose. Kelly Maverick still wearing the freaking dick nose. Drum Monkey has the chaps. Joker wanted a shot at the chaps. We're going to do this old school triple threat way. One fall. Whoever loses first has to wear the dick nose and the chaps. The second to get eliminated, well, they can choose whether or not they want to wear the chaps. So yes, there's a possibility of 2 freaking chaps wearers voted by the damn committee. The winner of the match, Blitzkrieger Crazy 8 title shot. It's always something to fight for. The ladies, well, they're fighting for pride and glory. Butterfly, Daisy, Missy, Tiffany, Rose, Sarah, Witcher, Tony Cox, Jen, Lashana, Emily, they will all fight in a rumble for the ladies. Then we got down to the final four. Cougar, Goddess, Melinda, and Kasumi. We are now down to 2. In just a few minutes, we'll have an opportunity for those ladies who did not win, Belle and Dora, Angelita, Cougar, and Melinda, to have a second chance. Yeah, I know, chance pun. To get back into the tournament. Also, Mordrin, Digital Dog, Andrew Dubs, Austin Bagwell, Sawyer, Corey Quinn, Primetime, JW, Matt Storm, and the Maestro all have a second chance opportunity to be inserted into the final. This is a one-on-one. If there's a good enough promo and it's voted for, there will be a third lady entered into that match. Same thing goes for the men. We got down to 8. They fought each other. Too much madness going on. Right now, it's Andy Price and Count Zraitnock. We have a couple written promos already in. Plus 2 in the back are going to say something right to us here live to plead their case. Why should they be put back in the tournament? That is the question. There was specific rules for this tournament. Some of them were not followed. Maybe that's why you didn't get into the tournament. Maybe that's why you were in a play-in. Maybe that's why you didn't get a bye. It was a tough decision. There was a lot of great promos. But it just so happened, storyline-wise, and by these promos, we had 4 members of the Damn Madness get into the damn second round, but they proved it in the ring as well. So we went from 12 to 15 men, and then we had the play-in, 6 women, 200 words approximately, 3 minutes or less was the promo. Some people did a lot shorter, which is fine. It's a TV-style promo. I wanted something you would see on TV, either in the ring, in the back, on the stage, with an interviewer. You had the opportunity to use interviewers. We did pay attention to grammar, what made sense, to how the promo was constructed. And yes, sometimes when you do a video or an audio promo, it does have a little better effect. Did that make the difference? No, but it did help some individuals. We highlighted a bunch of promos on the shows this week. I'm going to replay a couple of we're going to play the 4 that got in the buys, and then we'll get into the second chance promos. I have several that are written and 2 in the back that are going to speak their piece. Now it's time for the second chance for them to get back in based on a promo. I want to thank everyone once again for their contributions, for participating in this. And I understand some people don't want to do promos. That's fine. There's no punishment for not doing promos. Some people need help and they're not comfortable. That's fine. This is not for everybody. It was just a test so I can try something different. You guys voted almost unanimously that you enjoyed it and you'd like to see us do it again. So there is a chance pun again. And the odds are great. Odds pun. Towards the end of the year, we may do another one of these tournaments. But you got to pay attention to social media, mainly the Discord. I dropped all the information. Some people didn't know when to put the promos, how to put the promos. I spoke about it ad nauseum throughout this tournament, throughout this last few weeks. So I'm just saying, if you didn't do it, that's okay. Here's the promo that got Matt Storm the bye. All weekend long from Thursday until now, Matt, are you okay? You've been acting differently. Matt, what's wrong with you? Why, Matt? Why did you join the Maestro? Well, here we are, and the question still remains. Why, Matt? Why? Before I dropped the kill shot name, I was the bottom of this company. I hit an all-time low this summer, barely winning any matches. Then Stable War 15, that one is what really set me over the edge. We make it to the finals. We destroyed the bombs. Then we got to the finals in a clean sweep over the Awesome Friends. And what happened? We didn't win a single match. In the finals, then that fateful day came when I realized I needed to reinvent myself. The day I made the contender to the title at the time and the world champion at that time, bleed. My new goal was simply becoming champion again by any means necessary, becoming the world champion no matter who was champion. Mike Wasson, my tag team partner, our brand new world champion, won the Gladiator Gauntlet to secure another shot to reclaim the world title, and he did. Hey, I got to say, Matt Storm has battled from the depths of hell lately. Bad luck after bad luck. And then when he finally gets an opportunity, it's his tag partner gets the championship. But man, did he show and prove that he is really buying into this madness. As he says, we, under the Maestro's vision, walked out the new G6 champs. And after all that, we walked out of 4 out of the 10 championships in LT. The madness reigns supreme. So it was very good by Matt. Got him into the final, got him into the buy into the second finals. I read that one before. I did not read this one yet. So this is, or maybe I did. I read a bunch of them on the air, but I figured we go through them now as well. Andy Price is in the ring after the Reg October Mega Card has concluded, and the crowd and roster have gone home. Quiet, isn't it? But silence says a lot. They say especially when the whole world is asking questions, wanting to know why. But to the LTD world, I ask back, why would I tell you anything? Because a lot has gone down leading into this month, and all of it has created what I am. I have been silent, letting my actions speak for me, because this ring where I have shed blood for you, bared my soul to you, has been my home because someone took my home from me, and I've spent my time trying to rebuild it. And with each brick, that's right, he's talking about the continent of Australia being destroyed by Matt Henstock. With each stone, a voice started to speak to me, saying 2 words over and over. It's time. The voice reminded me who exactly I am, and I am a Grand Slam champion that climbed to the top of the LTD pyramid as your world champion, that I was part of a G6 team that redefined what it was to hold those belts. And the voice said it's time, that in the season of all that is dark and evil, it's time to let the monster come out to play. MAD thought to have tamed the monster, but he's always been there waiting, and now it's time to let him loose, and all that is to come will be on your hands, LTD. That is the price demanded and will be the price that is paid, and I will start very soon. So it's time at last to show the true ominous one. Andy Price smiles as the lights in the arena go off, leaving the ring in darkness. Andy Price found his way into the semifinals. Now we have 2 that were sent in. So let's take a look at our first promo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Count Threathstock, one half of your LTD Tag Champions. Yes, I know. You all miss me, y'all adore me, you love to hate me. That's fine. My success speaks for itself. With Riley Wolf, I was a 3-time tag team champion. With the Doc Carnival, we won the G6. And with Clinton McFucking Cleary, the devil himself, we are now 3-time champions. So what I bring to LTD is consistency. Like, the last 2 major tournaments, I've made it all the way to the finals. Just to lose, sure. But consistency. I am the best on Empire. Bar none, hands down. I bring consistency. And the madness will consume. Ladies.
All right, there was Count Z's promo. Nicely done. I mean, I hate to compliment the Maestro and the madness, but like I said, there was a reason those individuals made it to get the bye into the next round. Here is another one. Here's the Maestro.
for many years now in leaning towards death. Despite your feeble attempts, we still yet draw breath. And we are stronger than ever before. We will spread our message to LTD's core. You've already witnessed us collecting the spoils, caressing your gold in our dark winding coils. And the hunt will continue for all you hold dear, until all of this realm gives in to its fear. This Saturday we will give audience to one Blaise McCoy, and enlighten him on how the madness can bring him ultimate joy. And if he refuses to humble himself in front of our power, we will show him his error and thus make him cower. Rise and bear witness to those who have chosen to conform. Goddess of Pain, Count Zerathnock, Clinton McCleary, Matt Storm, Mike Wasson, the Cougar, J.W. Caliber, Andy Price. And all of them follow us and heed our advice. Are there more, you may ask? You shall see. The branches ever grow on this chaotic tree. We will spread like a wildfire to your growing sadness, until LTD becomes LTM, leaning towards madness.
All right, there you have it. The 4 promos that got them a bye into the second round. So now we have the second chance. Anyone out there that wants a second chance promo? I think we have 3 from the ladies. And Belle and Dora has been missing individual ladies. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean we have one more promo? We have one more before we get to the second chance promos? Well, who's it from? Who the hell is Johnny Downtrodden?
All right, listen up. My name is Johnny Downtrodden, and I ain't here to play any games. You see, I'm not your typical superstar in this ring. I'm not here for the glitz and glamour, and I'm certainly not here for the handshakes or the selfies. No, I'm a loner, a drifter, just a powerhouse brawler looking for a fight. For too long, I've been knocking on life's door, and it ain't always opened up kindly. I've been down on my luck, casting shadows in the darkness, trying to find my way while the world keeps pushing back. But let me tell you something. When you've been through the fire like I have, it just makes you burn hotter. Every setback, every hardship has only fueled the rage inside me. I've walked these roads alone, taking on burdens only a few can understand. Hopping on trains, going town to town, lifting up others who have fell down. Get back up. I've felt the weight of the world on my shoulders, but I stand here today, stronger than ever. Because in the ring, I don't just fight for myself. I fight for every single soul that's ever been cast aside. Every underdog who feels like they don't belong. I was in their shoes once. I was in the gutters with no hands lifting me out. Am I poor now? No, I have money to get by. This is the life I chose, which makes me rich in character and life. Now I'm knocking at the locking room doors of LTD. When that bell rings, it ain't just another wrestling match for me. It's a battleground where every punch I throw, every slam I deliver, is a testament to that relentless spirit that refuses to back down. I am the drifter. I am the lonesome loser I am, hope for the hopeless. Just a big stepper getting what's rightfully his with big moves. As the world burns, I walk the line. Walk with me, friends.
You risk your life. every moment now. You don't have a choice. The only thing you can choose is what you're risking it for.
Well, there you have it. Whoever the hell that was, Johnny Downtrodden. I guess so. So let's take a look at what we have here. The rules were set. The deadlines were done. Noon today was the deadline to send in a promo for a second chance opportunity. Now it's down to those who have sent them in. We saw Matt Storm's earlier and Andy Price's from the first round. That's how you got into the tournament. Now it's time for a second chance. Cougar Knight submitted her promo. Cougar lets out a roar of rage as she heads to the back. She heads towards the closest reporter. We are not impressed. Did Mr. McCoy think we wouldn't notice how he singled us out, using our match as a time for discussing a very unnecessary topic involving penises? Come on, Cougar. Sometimes you got to talk about penises. Would you rather me call it pussies, cowards, losers, confused puppets, followers? Yeah, I'll call out the dicks when the dicks are dicks. Expressing his disappointment in us. Perhaps we should express our disappointment in him, trying to influence the committee in not allowing us to get a chance at the one remaining spot in the Battle Queen finals. Yes, I did consider that. I'll do anything to keep the Maestro and the Madness out of here. This is making us very unhappy. To the committee, please remember you are looking at the first Battle Queen Grand Slam champion that is also fairly and highly decorated. We thank you for your time. Cougar Knight, as I stated earlier, has been side by side with the Maestro since he stepped foot back here. She only revealed herself shortly after. Melinda Gutierrez, Iffy Zig in the chat, submitted her second chance promo. And those who are the judges out there, keep an eye on these because this is going to be hard to decide who gets these spots. Chances are we're not going to announce it on this show, but announce it by showing up to find out who's in the main event here tonight. Making her way behind the curtain after her loss to Goddess, Melinda has a mic shoved in her face by an LTD staffer. Snatching the staffer by the wrist and shoulder, scrutinizing them closely for a moment before releasing her grip. Now that's a good setting, a very good intro. And that's what I was looking for. You don't have to do a setting and an intro, but it definitely helps by setting the picture, painting the picture on the promo. It's a TV promo. Remember that, people. It's something that you would see on TV as a segment, just someone cutting a promo, talking about their opponents and talking about what they're going to do and what they can do. All right. May I? Gesturing at the mic before taking it, rolling her shoulders and cracking her neck audibly before continuing. I'm all about giving and earning respect with my opponents. Hopefully Goddess enjoys the high off her small victory tonight. It won't last forever. Historically, the small victories in larger conflicts don't mean much in the long run. Ask the Germans at Belleau Wood. Repelled 5 charges, but the Corps rooted them out of the wood line entirely on the 6th. Ask the Iraqis when they were introduced to the Super Cobra and its payload to ruinous effect. Whatever goal the Maestro and his snickles-eyed cultists are pushing for will fail as it always does. LTD has a storied history going back 7 years. I've only been here for a short time, but that scant few weeks have shown me that the depths and strengths I've witnessed among the management, talent, the fans won't be swayed by a flashy, passing fad. Know this, you cultists. Prides get wounded. Egos deflated. Emotions flare. It's what you do after the fog of war thins. When you see the damage you've had at hand in creating that counts. Will you step up and take your lumps, learn from your mistakes, make amends? If you do, I'll happily and heartily stand beside you no matter what the cost going forward. Deflect, hide, or avoid blame, and I'll bury you. We'll bury you. As it has been for the last 7 years and will continue to be, LTD United. Hoorah. Hands the mic back and departs off. I messed up a little bit there, but it's tough to read all this shit. That's a really good promo as well. Melinda's going to make it really difficult for myself and the judges, which will include you in the chat. We will add a vote based on who you guys vote for. It will not be the deciding vote, but we will put a vote in the chat who should get the second chance. Here's the third and final entry from Angelita Matthews. Like I said, Bellendora was the only other one, and she is MIA. She is missing in action, so there will be a decision between 3 promos to put someone back in the finals. Cameras pointed at a hooded figure backstage in her locker room, pacing back and forth, her fists tightly clenched, her knuckles white. She peers into the camera as it gives a close-up as she drops her hood, showing her identity, Angelita Matthews. Lita's eyes showing rage, her face showing she is livid as she angrily addresses the LTD faithful. Inside this very woman you see in this locker room, the fire still burns bright as ever before. Only now it's a raging inferno. This past week, we witnessed something unforgivable, an unprovoked attack on my brother, by proxy of my godfather, Aiden Nightwalker. The attack on my brother and my subsequent loss were events that lit a fury inside me hotter than 1,000 wildfires. But don't mistake these events for setbacks nor for weaknesses. Oh no, they've ignited a new resolve within me. This isn't just about redemption. This is about reclaiming honor, both mine and my brother's. Both of these events have fueled the intensity of my eternal flame, forged me in the heat of battle, released a sleeping beast deep within me, and now nothing can extinguish my desire for victory. Next time I step into the LTD ring, it's not just for a win, it's for retribution, it's for legacy, and most importantly, it's for family. All right. You saw all 3 of the women's promos. Let me get a poll up here. You guys will vote, and that'll count as one of the votes towards who goes back into the tournament. All right. Okay, we're going to be right back with the men's. We have 3 promos from the men here that we will give you right after this commercial break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Are you a digital wrestler? Are you struggling mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually? Well, there's a place where you can turn all that around. Founded by myself, your bully Blaise McCoy and Ripper Springheel many years ago, the Madness Asylum has assisted in many career transformations. Those like Drum Monkey, Wally, Blade Charge, That Outlaw, Andy Price, Shifty, Mark Caliber, Bone Dog, Atticus Black, Brooklyn Joker, Crushing Kelly Black, Hot Cheese, and even the Goddess of Pain. Modifications will be made to help rehabilitate, refocus, renovate, rejuvenate, and resurrect your wrestling career. Anyone can be MAD, but only a few can be Madness Asylum disciples. Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Blaze Brew proudly brings to you Eliminator Beer. Don't get eliminated, get obliterated. Drink Eliminator Beer. Comes in a wide variety of flavors and colors. Available now at your local liquor stores, beer distributors, grocery stores, gyms, hairdressers, gas stations, restaurants, doctor's offices, pubs, bars, brothels, strip clubs, and street corners. Eliminator beer, get one now. You won't be disappointed. You'll be shit-faced drunk. Okay, right back at it now. The semifinals to get voted on, to get back in. Here is Matt Storm's second chance promo. Storm sits in his home theater with a glass of whiskey, rewatching the events of the Gift of Gab tournament. 1, 2, 3. Count has advanced to the finals of the Gift of Gab tournament. Storm turns off the TV and finishes his whiskey, chucks a glass at the wall. I'm only going to make this as short and sweet as I possibly can. I've made it no secret for well over 3 years that my ultimate goal was to become LTD World Champion, and I get right to the finish line, a world title shot within reach. On more than one occasion, only gets shut down at the last moment. Now, I've held a lot of gold in many companies. Hell, I'm currently 1/3 of the current G6 Tag Team Champions, a title I haven't held before. Now, I'll give credit where credit is due. Count put up one hell of a fight against me, and best of luck to him and Andy in the finals. But know this, I'm not done. I might be down, but I'm not out. As long as there is breath in these lungs, I will continue to chase that world championship, whether it's the Gift of Gab tournament or I have to go win the triple threat briefcase. I have very, very high intentions on becoming LTD World Champion and completing my Grand Slam champion. And he walks out of the room. Matt Storm pleading his case to get back into the tournament. The vote right now. Well, we're getting some votes in now from the judges. And votes from you guys as well. Ooh, it's going to be close. For the ladies, now it's up to the men. Let's see who else has submitted a promo. Corey Quinn. Corey is backstage. He's angry. He's throwing things and kicks through the dressing room door. He sits down and puts his hand on his head in his hands. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. This ain't what I had planned. This isn't what I wanted. I had my head back in the game. The last round was light work, and I was in control for most of that match. Blaise, I hope your face-to-face with the maestro goes as you intend it to, because if you don't sort this madness, then I will. Corey grabs the camera and pulls it in close. I'll be the one who this roster fears. I'll be the guy nobody wants to face. This rut I'm stuck in is driving me insane. Maybe I'm turning into a madman. Maybe that's what I need to be. Corey smacks the camera, hits the floor, walks out of the dressing room. Woo! Interesting by the fellas. So we got 2 written promos. And now we get to hear live 2 more individuals will get to speak their piece right here, right now, to try to plead their case on why they should be back in the tournament. Andy Price and Count Zraithnok are in the finals. There's 2 more, along with Storm and Corey, that we will be also voting and choosing. And these are going to be tough. Please don't nobody get upset if you don't get back into the finals. This is almost impossible. Cougar, Angelita, and Melinda all 3 did such a wonderful job. That is going to be so tough. Storm and Corey put it on pen, on paper, and showed us, what that's pretty much what I expect is what we're seeing here today. These promos are really good. They're short, they're concise, they're to the point. They give you a little setting, a little bit of background. This is what I miss from e-fetting. We don't get to use this as much. So I'm really having fun with this. Let's keep it fun. Let's see how it goes. First up, we had 1 member, Matt Storm of the Madness and Corey Quinn of LTD United. Now live promos, we have 1 from the Madness and 1 from LTD United. First, the Madness, J.W. Caliber. Floor is yours.
When a quiet man speaks, listen. Congratulations, Matt. You beat me. Once again derailing my chances getting my hands on the world title. This isn't over. Not by a damn long shot. I've said before that I will do whatever it takes to get my hands on a one-on-one title shot, be it the internet title, the lethal title, or obviously the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, we made an example of Aiden, that I will do anything, and I will stop at nothing until I get what I am due. I have been confined to the Crazy 8 and Blitzkrieg divisions for so long. Do you know how many times I have actually gotten a one-on-one title shot around here? Once. One goddamn time. This is not over. I made a deal with the Maestro. Okay. Actually, I forgot where I was going there. Sorry. Yes.
Well said. I'm not knocking it at all. You said a mouthful, bro. That was very good. That was awesome, my friend. I appreciate it. Nothing to be ashamed of there. He cut it good. He had a lot to say. JW, not really. And yes, angry, whining. That's what the Maestro and the Madness are doing. I'm sick of it. We have one last opportunity. JW has done it on paper and now on video. JW has cut some great promos. And I hate to say it. Do you have more to say, JW? Or are you done? Do you have more to say or are you done?
I've said what needed to be said.
All right. Fair enough. I don't want to cut anybody short. If you have more to say, go at it. But we have one more person to speak his piece and see if he can get back into the tournament. He is none other than the East Coast bastard, the 3-time world champion, Mordrin Nightwalker. Mordrin, time is yours.
What the fuck is up, LTD? Sitting out here outside of Chicago, waiting to hear my number. But a little more than waiting to hear my number. Maestro, Madness. You made it personal. You went after my son. You saw I was in the building. Could easily beat up an old man. And it wouldn't have been as bad for you as the fact you hit my son. You put him on the shelf. See, I've done a lot of wrong in this world. But the biggest thing I've always held to, whether I'm right, wrong, indifferent, you don't mess with my family. And you've crossed that line. Probably the one line in this world that I adhere to. So now I'm going to cross some lines. See, because you're not going to see the elder statesman of LTD. No. That guy got left at home in Italy. When you cross the line with my family, you get the bastard. You get the person who had fear running through these walls. And it's quite fitting that I'm in a second chance entry. Because my career here in LTD has been about second chances. See, it's been said I was the guy nobody wanted. And I had to earn my way into the company. And then set the records. I parted ways. And Blaise and the committee gave me a second chance to come back to the company. And bestowed upon me the highest honor in my career. Here in the digital era. By adding me to the Great Hall. You see, when that second chance happened, I came back fighting for LTD. And I will continue to fight for LTD. Whether it's the second chance, whether it's a third chance somewhere down the road sometime, whether I catch one of you guys in the parking lot, whether I catch you in the bathroom. The war has started. You fired the first shot. I'm going to fire the last. Bank on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Nightwalker. Woo! Fiery words, fiery words. So the names have been sent out to the those judges that are out there. You guys get your final votes in for Angelita, Melinda, or Cougar. And it looks like Angelita won the popular vote. But that does not mean she is guaranteed in. There will be at least 4 other votes within the committee. I'm waiting on a couple more votes from other people. If they send them back to me, there'll be at least 5 votes. All right. Well, let's see what you guys thought about the men. Your vote does count as one of the 5 or more votes. I'm still waiting to hear back from other people. And we will take into consideration your votes in the live chat as well as one vote. There you go, guys. The promos are in. The words have been said. For those who out there who did promos, I appreciate it. This was fun. I still have my face-to-face with the maestro coming up here in a few minutes. I want to bring on a few people just to talk about the promos and what they thought of this idea. Let's keep it cool. We're not doing promos. I'm just getting your personal opinion on what you guys thought of the promos and the which one you like the best, and how you thought of the whole thing. I'm getting 3 different opinions here. So first, from someone who was in the tournament, and he's been up and down in the chat a lot, and he's gotten some help. He's gotten better. He put out a really good promo, short but sweet, to get into the tournament. And he said some things in the chat maybe he shouldn't have said. He was knocking other people's promos, but we'll see what he has to say about the thing as a whole. Jamar, welcome to the show. What'd you think about the whole event here, buddy?
The promo event was interesting, something new, something inspiring, something like talking like on a TV show, like talking a little bit of smack about your opponent. Very good so far.
Yes. And everyone can only get better if they never. There's a lot of people that have never done promos here that are doing it. So I want to thank you for sending in a couple, and other people that have done it that maybe didn't get in that sent it. Don't get down by it. Try to do better. Reach out if you need help. It never hurts, and it's all for fun. And I mean, I know whatever Jamar is saying when he's saying in the chat, he's here for fun. He's just trying to stir the pot, play the good guy, bad guy thing, and I love it. And we appreciate you, Jamar. So thank you.
Thank you, man. It's I'm gonna tell everybody in the LTD, it's about fun. It's not all about serious. It's all about having a good time, make a promo. It's like I get aspired to do promos from 2 different wrestlers. One is Chris Jericho, and the second one is Monty Brown, the one who used to be wrestling for TNA. Sometimes I get inspired from that type of style of promo. I'm just having fun, people, man. Just having a great time here.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being on, my friend. Take care.
You're welcome.
He's a great dude, man. Jamar, he's come a long way too. I got to say, there's some people that have never done promos that are on here for the first time. They have they have a good time. They're nervous about doing it or whatever. And for everyone who sent him in, Primetime did really good in his promos. Jesse Jackhammer did a couple, and Jesse's were always fun. I can't play the promo because it was only in here. I can actually play the audio for the video of Jesse. Jesse sent me a couple on Twitter. He's not on Discord and all that, but Jesse puts in work too. So I want to thank Jesse, and here's his. Jesse does a great job of just throwing, just cutting it straight forward, telling you what he loves. And we love having, you can't hear him. That didn't play. No, I know can't hear anything. All right. Yeah, well, see, that's it. Gregory and other people, I know a lot of people didn't pay attention to the rules. I had a deadline for getting these promos in, and we had last weekend, I went from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Everyone had at least 3 days to submit a promo to get in. So I didn't want to just like have everyone promo, sending promos whenever. I wanted to keep it to a specific time so I could keep them organized. So I understand a lot of people didn't get in. That's okay. We will do this again another time. So, and thank you, Jamar, for participating. For someone who hasn't done e-feds and WU and old school feds and message boards and promos and stuff, I like people who are willing to give it a shot. We're not going to knock anybody. We're not going to make fun of anybody or say it's bad or horrible, but give it a shot. You never know what you could put out there. And it's just like Jamar said, it's just to add some more fun and give you guys more interaction. So this guy's opinions are always fun as well. Let's see what our internet champion had to say about the promo. What do you think, Cody?
I think one word has to describe it. Chills.
Yeah, thank you. And that's what I want. I want people to show their, that they can write, they can talk. Good.
Yeah. But you did hear me say on Twitter that I only came here for a reason. I did say that.
Yeah.
So the promos are good. But I wanted to talk about, I'm the internet champion, and Miles Sammy War, I did say that he did put a good job in the tournament, and yes, I did defeat him. I came out victorious in my first successful defense in LTD. Since I've last won the Crazy 8 title, I had never had a successful defense here. But I'm excited for what the next tournament is too. But there's also a reason why I'm out here. I may have heard from one person in particular who's been attacking people. The word scumbag Cody, shut up, Gregory. Maestro, you've been attacking people. You came back out of the sewers of Atlanta, Georgia. Good. That's good. But you've been attacking people, especially for championships. And I have a theory that you're going to be coming after my belt. And if you do, you're going to regret it. You're going to fucking regret it, because I am the Hellraiser. I am the man himself. I am Yeshua. I will take you straight to hell.
It's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about the tournament here.
And yeah. You're not going to turn this company into We Feel Towards Madness. No.
All right. Who do you think's going to win the tournament? The Gift of Gab. Who would you want to tell me who you'd put back in? Or you want to keep it to yourself?
Corey Quinn.
All right. All right, brother.
Yeah. But whoever gets into the second title tournament, just know I'm going to be watching again.
Well, our first match tonight, TJ and Danny will decide one of them. They'll face Gav. Then you got Jesse versus John Breakdown, Cowboy John versus Sawyer, and Kelly Mavericks versus Brian LG. So one of those 9 people you'll be facing at the Masquerade Ball. Yep.
Now, here's the thing. If I do defeat and have my second defense, the champ wants the challenger. I do not want a third tournament. If I do defeat my second opponent, the third one I want is the Maestro.
Boy, that's great. You're going to give a Maestro a damn title shot. No. All right, let's get one more opinion here. A guy who's full of opinions, who always has a lot to say. We bump heads sometimes, but it's always good. So I can't wait to get his feedback. He's been giving us updated feedback throughout the tournament as people were dropping promos and such like that. So let's get a summary of the event and the promos that have been dropped by the one and only Odds Cornett.
Greetings and salutations. I wouldn't say we bump heads. We just have opposite views.
But we respect each other's opinions, and that's what's great about debate.
Exactly.
So what do you think? What'd you think of the event as a whole, using promos to get in and then back into the tournaments? And what'd you think of some of the promos that were put out there, video and text?
So far, it's been great. So far, it is exceeded my expectations.
I have to agree. I was afraid I'd only get a handful and then we'd have to shorten the tournament, which is fine. If people can't do it or didn't have the time or missed it this time, don't worry about it. But I mean, I think we got good text, we got good video and the audio ones too. Like we got a nice mix of from all types of people, which I enjoyed. Yep. And I just wish the damn madness wasn't taking over the whole tournament.
Some have flourished in this format.
Yeah. So maybe next time we can hear from Danny Wells, Kelly Mavericks, TJ Toad,
more than likely
Carmen Gonzalez. The step it can take next could be dangerous. I'll be honest, because I've said it a million times, and Odds knows as well. I've watched a lot of your Caw Talk stuff with Triple Beating them. When you get this many people together to try to do this, it's not easy.
Mm-hmm. That's why for most feds and shows, when it comes to promos and stuff, most of what anyone says is between the two people feuding.
Yes, and that could be another step to this, where we have a tournament where two people are facing each other that day. They have to either type or show up during a get Blaised to go at it over at each other. Now, it's not going to decide the match, and that's how old school e-feds were. The quality of promo and the people judging it decided who won. Now we have the game to decide that. So I needed to think outside the box. How can we use promos to give people an advantage? So it was promo to get in, promo to get a bye further in the tournament, and promo after you lose to try to get back in, which I think worked pretty well. I'd love to just let everyone just go crazy, but as a lot of people has found out there, people will put in a ton of work and it'll get lost in the shuffle. And I don't want that. I don't want you to put in a huge promo and then people start talking about it. And then the person that comes into the group chat on Monday never gets to see your promo. I didn't want that to happen. I see that a lot in feds that just let people promo. And I wanted to give a platform, a specific place with pretty specific instructions. So if some people didn't follow the instructions, it did hurt them a little bit. Yeah. Because I was looking for grammar if you're typing it. I wanted it to make sense. And I wanted it to be topical. I wanted it to be short. And I wanted to see if people were going to use, there was one person that used the interviewers that I listed. So I listed interviewers for a reason. I said, have a setting for a reason. Make it like we would see on TV, So I enjoyed it. I'm glad you did and other people have. And we'll plan another one soon and see where it goes from there. I have my own to take care of right now with the madness very soon.
I'll leave you to it.
Thank you for all your work and input there, brother. I appreciate you.
No problem.
So we have a little bit more information to go before I bring on the maestro and have my words with him. No, you don't have to use smaller words. If I have to read just one promo, I can do it pretty well. But when I have to read like 5 or 6, it gets a little tough. Yes, JW used Rich Lather. That helped him in the tournament. It's a simple little thing, but it's following instructions. It's attention to detail, which that was taken into play. I didn't want to be a strickler, but I had to have certain rules to make it easier to decide because I knew we were going to get some promos that needed some work, some promos that may need help, and some promos that were amazing. We got a lot of really great promos. So now it's Goddess of Pain versus Kasumi versus one of those 3 ladies. It'll be Cougar, Melinda, or Angelita. All right. And for all 3, whoever doesn't get picked, that's a tough decision. All 3 are brilliant writers. They're really good with their character. and we see someone like Cougar, who's been with us pretty much since day one, Angelita, who's been with us for quite some time, and a brand new person in Melinda. So that was awesome. We'll see. Goddess, Kasumi, and who will be the third? We'll find out on today's show after the Get Blaised podcast. Same thing with this. It's Andy Price. It's Count Z. And if Matt Storm or JW get voted in, there's nothing I can do about it. It'll be all three madness people. Do I want that? No, but I have to run business as a business and vote for whoever did best. And that's not easy. Corey and Mordrin did very well. Will I pick them just because they're not madness? No. It has to go by what the consensus of the people thought, which right now, Mordrin getting a good bit of the votes with his promo. JW getting a good bit of the votes too. So JW cut his short, but there's no shame in that. We'll get used to it. We'll do better. JW did phenomenal in his written promos, and he had the balls. And yes, I'll call out a lot of you people. And I love y'all for whatever reason. If you can't come on to cut a promo, that's one thing. But JW and Mordrin showed up live. I'll give it to Jamar, Cody, Odds. Jake popped in for a second too. For you guys for coming in the show. This is about interaction. If you want to. If you don't, it's not going to punish you. But it adds to the show if we have people come on here. Use an interviewer. Yeah, learn from it. You know, Jake did great with Austin's promos. But there's a lot of good writers and people that want to cut promos around here. I wanted to give everybody a chance pun, to do it. And at the same time, I wanted to see the people that are used to doing this flourish and show people that this roster is no fucking joke. I keep giving Count the wrong address or else he would have showed up live. Count, give a big shout out to Count. Digital Dog for what he did. Digital Dog did a great job on his promo. I played it. And he's brand new. So let's see here. It's time to get to the maestro. It's time for me to talk to him. I got a little bit of business to take care of first. Here, let's look at the Digital Dog ones real quick. His was straightforward, right at me. And he added, this is his to get into the tournament, and it did get him into the tournament. It was a short video promo. Jesse sent in a couple, but I can't download Jesse's from Twitter. That's what sucks on Twitter. So here's Digital Dog. And his was spooky. He decided to add the mask and some
I have been hunted. I have been blown up. I have had everything took away from me. So what are you gonna do when the dog comes after you?
And I think that's amazing. And like Morgan just pointed out in the private chat, he even got into gear. He got into costume. And that means a lot. It may be something little, or maybe, I mean, he was upset with that promo. He didn't like it. But I think that's great. You're putting yourself out there, and we don't normally do this. It is very good. It doesn't have to be really long to be a good promo. Think about what the vignettes and the stuff they show on TV. That's what we're trying to do. All right, and that's the gift of gab. We'll have the finals tonight. Still waiting for votes. You guys seem to voted by a slimmer margin. Angelita over Melinda and Mordrin over JW. So we'll see who gets back into the finals. I'm still waiting for judges' votes to come in. And you'll find out when those matches happen tonight in the main event. Three-Ring Circus starts this week. We got a lot of great stuff for the Three-Ring Circus in Columbus. Mordrin and Austin, the Enforcers, in a 3-way tag qualifier. Jamar and Wally, Redneck Avengers, Shadow Press. Another 3-way tag qualifier will be Danger and MSW, Roberts and Hawkins, Jay Savage and Vipero, the season few. You'll have a 3-way tag qualifier. A third one, Marley Good and Jesse, Matt Storm and Mike Wasson, Christian Tracy and Cody Hagan. The winners will fight each other for a tag team title shot. 6-man tag qualifiers, Drum, Jester, and Turmoil, former G6 champs against J-Dog, J Vulture, and Logan. Ripper, Joker, and Leo versus the Bounty Hunters, Totes, Digital Dog, and Eagle Star. And then we'll have 2 semifinals in submission, 2 out of 4 falls. That should be 3. Whisper and Melinda. And then a crazy 8-shot chamber with Brian, Jeff, Big Daddy Beard, Hunter, John Breakdown, and Nightmare. And then the triple threat briefcases are back. 2 30-man rumbles. And then a ladder match to see who gets the world title shot. 3-ring circus continues. The Dayton Wednesday night. Hot Cheese and Carmen in the other semifinal. Danny Wells and TJ Toad. All right, getting another vote in. We may have a winner in the ladies. All right, and it's time to talk to the maestro in here in just a moment. Cincinnati 3-ring circus. Same thing. Jokes and Bill Hate in a 3 stages of hate. First Blood, Table, and KO. We got Double Duchess 3-way tag with Rose and Ramsey, Cold Fusion, and Bedlam Beauties. We got the Double Duchess 3-way semi. That one may turn into 2-on-2 with Belle and Dora being out the picture right now. The Dragon Family, Mythic Legends, in a Double Duchess semifinal. And the Black Widows as well. There should only be 2 of them, not Melinda. Crazy 8-shot with Shifty as a ref, Sly versus Rick. Crazy 8-shot, Willie versus Leo. A wheel will determine what 12 ladies fight in 2 combat dome chambers for the triple threat. 3-ring circus in Cleveland. We will have G6 title shot, tag title shot, tap out title shot, double dutches, the 2 triple threat briefcase ladders matches, a mystery briefcase 3-way, and the G6 Battle Queen Championship. That's right. It's time for the release, the debut. Here are your G6 women's title belts. But we'll also have War Games, Maestro, Andy Price, Counts, Wraith, Knockin' Clinton versus Bone Dog, Mark Caliber, Blade Charge, and Matt Outlaw, if the madness is still around. So here is your new G6 belts. I took the colorful splash that I used for the Battle Queen logo and used it on the entire belt, like it basically took over the G6 title belt and made it its own. There is your Battle Queen G6 championship title belt. White strap instead of black. The color splash on the back of the belt as well. This will be your G6 Battle Queen Championship title belt that will be crowned this week. Brand new championship coined after the Gladiator G6 Championship. Originally started in the Trinity Wars, as that's what it says on the logo there. Trinity Wars on the G6. And that will be the women's title. Everyone seems to like it. 3 of them. So teams of 3 have been formed. I actually have 9 teams of 3 formed. But based on how this mini tournament goes, we may shuffle a couple of them around for reasons. So before we get Kelly Likes It, Battle Queen Gladiator G6 Championship title belt. Pretty much the same design, but tweaked for the Battle Queen. Marley likes it. Cody likes it. Everyone's digging the new title belt. You guys asked for it, and you finally have it. Battle Queen title belt. We will have an LIT6 recruit special, and I do have a special guest here to talk to before I get to the Maestro, hopefully to give me some advice on talking to the Maestro and on the promo tournament. The recruit special. Eagle Star, Kasumi, Sly Cooper, Daisy Spider Sawyer, and Melinda Gutierrez not full-time yet. They will have their opportunity to fight an opponent, and maybe graduate. Plus, 2 reward matches for JW. He'll fight Totes in an ambulance match. MSW versus Jay Vulture also, and then a friendly fire rumble. Then the ladies content creator. I need to make sure I note that. That is JW's reward match. On the recruit, it is ambulance. All right, I have it written down already. I just want to make sure. So Angelita Matthews representing Hell's Gate Wrestling. Missy Harris representing Wrestling Survivor. Crushing Kelly representing BMWF. Emily representing LDW. Carmen, CPW, Kasumi Nonstop Wrestling. Goddess Whipping Post. And, well, Bellendora is not here anymore, so that's going to be interesting, too. We will have a new individual for that tournament to replace Bellendora. Very interesting. I think I have one already. I actually do. All right. So, what else for this month? We have the internet title shot. Cody Hagan will take on the winner of this tournament. It'll be Gav versus Toter Danny. John Breakdown for JBCW versus JWE's Jesse Jackhammer. Cowboy John Lightning Strikes Sawyer from Lucha Underground. Kelly Mavericks from Octane and Brian LG from ACW. Cody will take on the winner at Masquerade Ball of that tournament. Speaking of Masquerade Ball, we will have a 2-way tag costume of Battle Queen tag. That should be 4-way. So we will have costumes in teams as well as singles. So keep that in mind when you're picking your costumes. Costumes in teams. Oh, we got all kinds of podcast topics. So Double Dutch's title will be on the line. Carmen gets her final shot with Firestar against Mythic Legends. Cody Hagan doesn't take on Miles. It's going to be the other winner of the tournament. That's wrong. There'll be 2 Guess Who Crazy Eights with costumes. Christian Tracy versus Wally. Mike Wasson versus Bill Haight for the world title. Then we will have the Masquerade Ball 2 where more costume matches. You want to fight Lady Devil, says Daisy Spider. Yeah, you guys can submit who you want to fight. We can say yay or nay. So that is Daisy wants to fight Lady Devil. Yeah, Sawyer, Melinda, Sly, Kasumi, Eagle Star. You guys can make your challenges. Possibility to represent EXW. All right. Halloween super card. No show on the 1st. I'll be out of town, so we will be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Halloween, 7th anniversary special on the 30th. Here is your costumes. I'm almost, we might be able to announce who's going to be in the matches here before we're done here. I got my votes. From most of the judges. And now the Maestro coming soon. So you guys can submit through DM right now if you want to send me any information about who, from now until the end of the month, you can submit what costume you want. Here's the list of costumes from last year. Same thing. They'll all be face covered, and we'll try to guess who they are. You don't have to wear a costume, but if you want to, send me a DM on what you want, and I'll start taking a list of costumes. Our next Get Blaised talk show in 2 weeks will cover the Halloween YouTube 7th anniversary, the Masquerade Ball, Red October, and hopefully the demise. The demise of the madness. So I got one person to come on and talk shop before, hopefully give me some advice. It's Chance Harper, everyone.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. What do you mean this is a hot mic? I'm not supposed to be here right now. I was on my way to a spa.
Well, you're here now. Give us your
Okay,
thoughts.
okay. Well, first and foremost,
And we're out of character.
if you're out there and you can hear the sound of my voice, fuck you from me. All right, I just gotta throw that out there.
Mm.
Now, Blaze, with this madness situation, I am not gonna tell
You
you
mean
anything.
you mean this?
Never thought that everything had become fine. You started falling and you stepped out of line. Suddenly all these things that were meant to be just sailed away from me. How many times must you put me through this? Can't you feel me? Cause I'm starting to get this. I'll take the sorry ass that passed through my door, you evil fucking Lord. I cannot tolerate the state of hate that you put me in. And I'll eliminate and taste my fate. I'm going to win. Too bad that you're not here to see me with my victory. So sad, maybe next year. Until then, fuck you from me. I cannot tolerate. Can't take the state of hate that you put me in. And I'll eliminate, and I will taste my fate. I'm going to win.
There you go. I should have did that to introduce you. Now I can be like LA and RWF and play your theme songs to introduce you. There you go.
There you go, there you go. That's exactly what I was talking about. You get me so well. This is why we get along.
Yes.
Now, for your madness situation, I'm not going to tell you anything at all because you already know exactly what to do. This is not your first time being in this type of situation. You've dealt with it with Ruthless. You've dealt with it for me in the Alpha Empire.
True.
Now you've got even the Carnival. And now the madness is stepping up to try to challenge you and take over yet again. You're not a stranger to the situation, and you've got a good group of people in your roster that are going to bring the fight for LTD. Now, all I am going to do as a manager for talent here is sit back with a bucket of popcorn and watch it all unfold. Do not hit my phone unless you're looking for management.
Okay. Okay. It's a nice suit you're wearing there. Just happened to notice that you're not normally dressed up in a suit.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was fitting for my new gig. You know, I've got a couple of clients here in LTD. They're both going to be on the up and up. They're currently both making very terrible decisions for themselves, but you know, as their manager, I am going to correct this one way or another.
There you go. And before you go, I want to go outside the box real quick, have a little conversation, and I want your thoughts on the Gift of Gab tournament.
All right, so you said outside of the box. Let me slow myself down a little bit here.
Yeah.
Um, for those of you who did send stuff in, and for the stuff that I listened to and read on screen, you guys are doing fucking great. All right. It doesn't matter if it's long, short. If you are including the provided materials, as in like the backstage reporters, or if you're just kind of going your own style, whatever is comfortable for you, you guys are doing great. These promos are fucking incredible. But unfortunately, for some, there can only be one that gets selected to go into a position, whether it's a winning slot or a comeback slot, whatever. So not everybody's gonna win. You're gonna have to take those lumps. But you guys are killing it, killing it. And if you are somebody who is wanting to get involved in this, you might have missed the opportunity for this go around. When you see Blaze or hear Blaze, because 9 times out of 10 he is going to mention it on air first. Pay attention to it. Listen for it. As you hear him advertising, he's about to do it again. Get ready, get your shit in order. If you were somebody who aren't comfortable enough to do it, reach out to those in the community that you have seen taking part. Reach out to the people who openly admit that we are willing to help, like myself, Riley, and a
Yes.
couple of other people. Do whatever you feel is going to bring you to a place where you can contribute, because as we all will say time and time again, this is just another measure of fun. This is just another way to get the inclusion to another level. And honestly, like, just speaking from my own personal experience, the most fun you are going to have in this type of setting is talking shit to another person who knows how to talk shit. So
Yep.
if you can get your game up there to where you can go back and forth with whoever in character, whether it be a promo battle, whether you're just talking shit to each other in the chat, like you are going to get a good load of laughs out of it. And you're gonna make a bunch of friendships from it too. A lot of the people that I'm close to now through this community, I would not know at all if I didn't talk as much shit as I do.
Yeah. Well said. That's why I knew I wanted to get your thoughts on it, because I knew you could give some good feedback, and it's not just hearing feedback from me. So I appreciate you, and thanks a lot. We may be. I'm hearing that you're going to visit where I'm at in a few minutes. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, I guess.
You know it.
All right. Thanks, Chance, for being here. And I am at an undisclosed location, as I said, waiting to meet, well, the madness. Turn that shit off. No, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We've heard the song enough. We've done the dance. We've heard the stupid stuff. We've seen the glowing eyes. I've had enough of this. It's time to put it to an end. I challenge you people to step up, and not too many people stepped up. Those that did, I thank you. But now it's gone too far. The maestro has now decided that he wants to continue to recruit people. Well, that's not going to fly in my LTD. I'm standing here in a sewer underground in Chicago because I know that's where he likes to hunt. That's where they like to hunt. That's where this demon, this entity, whatever it is, infected LA way back. And that was in Atlanta years and years ago. Then in 2020, I got rid of it and it came back. And I tried to avoid it every year. He's back again. So, and finally, he is here. Let's get right to it. I don't want to hear anything else from you except answering this question. Why are you here? What do you want from LTD?
Why are we here, McCoy? We've always been here, feeding on the chaos, the anger, the fear. Many years ago, we chose this blonde vessel for his savvy, his wits, and his ability to wrestle. All in a grand plan to spread chaos and strife, to cut through this world like a great sharpened knife. What do we want? The answer's quite dour. The madness craves absolute power. You see, power is everything, thus we must have it. Because once we have power, we are more solid than granite. LTD is a battery of all we hold dear. Thus we will use it to spread turmoil and fear. Already you've seen many that the madness has inspired. How much of your precious gold have we acquired? And once leaning towards death is firmly in our clutches, the madness will continue to spread over everything it touches.
Whatever, rhyme all you want, you sus Dr. Seuss. I'm sick of this shit. I tried to stop you before people had been affected. I don't want to say infected, possessed, demonized, whatever you think it is, whatever it is. Maybe it's on their own accord. But a few years back, I took care of this issue. The origin and the place of the maestro in Atlanta in the sewer. I vanquished you. How did you get out?
Vanquish, you say? Your claim is quite lame. Much better than you have tried to send us back whence we came. But once we've claimed purchase in this plane of existence, no mere human can weaken our resistance. There is no cure for the madness. No one can slay us. Which is why you should pity the one you call Amadeus. And if you believe that we will slumber once this season has passed, that will not happen now that the madness has amassed. The more that come forward and embrace their destiny, the harder it is to make us go peacefully.
I'm sick and tired of this. Your riddles and rhymes and talking in circles. It's driving me to drink. And yes, I have drunk anti-madness midnight hobo from my friend Shifty. So your powers are useless against me. But you said there are more. You said there will be more. Explain yourself.
Did you think we would only stop with only a few? The madness grows stronger if only you knew.
I mean, I've had enough. I've had enough. So,
and the jester has fooled you into believing in his swill. How gullible you are to fall for such goodwill.
wait a minute.
So many questions, McCoy. Now we have one of our own. Are you ready to accept your place by our throne?
What is this? An envelope? But we're back to this shit just like what is this? What is this, some kind of contract? Wait a minute. What are you doing here, Shifty? Riley? Cassie? You're my special guest referees. Chance? Nice suit, I said. What are you standing over there for? Wait a minute. Benita? Penelope? Gary? Bowtie? What are my referees doing here? Shmoo? Tyson? What? Sunshine, my daughter. Folks, my son, this is enough. I can't take this anymore. This can't be. Too late. I tried to warn the roster. I tried to fire you all up. Now everyone turning to the madness. It is time. Time is up. Time for change. It's time to embrace the madness. Because we
run this company now.
Time for the show, folks. And the madness is everywhere, people. Ball just got played. See in the street, bitches, all you fuckers into the play. The madness is here. Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised.